Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I want to talk a little bit more on the shotgun. I know the movies make the shotgun look really good. But the first thing you have to remember is it is the movies, and they're using blanks. So when you use blanks, there's not much of a kick. And it's funny because a lot of these people come up with all these really cool shotguns with the pistol grip. And the pistol grip, if you try shooting, I'd say maybe a half a dozen rounds in a short amount of time, that pistol grip is going to just tear the web of your hand. It's going to tear it up. And it's really, really hard. So it doesn't work for any kind of prolonged gunfight. But besides that, I know you don't hear me talk about, well, you need to use a shotgun for home defense and all this kind of stuff. And you know, that clank clank, boy, that just scares everybody right there. You don't hear me talk about that stuff. And the reason is that works for a robber, you know. I mean, that works for, you know, somebody that doesn't want a conflict. I don't deal with people that don't want conflicts. I deal with people that come with the idea that they are going to cause pain on you, and there's nothing you're going to do to stop them. And those people, they have a plan. Those people have weapons. Those people have things. They've got ways. They know what they're going to do. And you are at the disadvantage in their mind. And those are the kind of people that I whip up on. And that's because I don't do what is on TV. When it comes to the shotgun, I spent quite some time learning to use a shotgun as a combat tool. And it takes a lot of practice. And like I say, I trained SWAT teams for 14 years. I got a lot of practice, and I used the shotgun, and at one time I even gave shotgun classes to SWAT teams. And what it is, and I've spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on all the different loads, and this was back in the 90s. Now there's even more loads. So, and that's the thing that makes the shotgun an effective tool, is the loads that are available. Now, the thing is, at that time, I was using loads to enter. I could enter things. I mean, I could blow locks off, blow hinges off. I had loads where I could make holes in walls. In other words, I could shoot a hole in a wall, and then right after I make that hole, then somebody could poke a gun in and start doing the shooting from that. I had loads like hand grenades, and so the same thing. My first shot would be blow a hole in the wall, and then I could follow up with a hand grenade, and then I just step out of the way, and then somebody else would go in through that hole and use other types of weapons. And this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about using a shotgun in combat. It is it's a specialty weapon. And so you work that shotgun works as part of the team. And it takes the teamwork that makes the shotgun work. It's not like on TV where you boom and the guy goes flying across the room, stuff like it doesn't work like that. And like I say, the loads you use, I try to keep things simple. I talk about a slug. Put the slug, the first one in, because it'll be the last one out. And when you get to the slug, then you know you're out of ammunition. Because in a stressful combat situation, you don't know, you don't know anything. I mean, it's just going crazy, and everything happens in a very, very short amount of time. And so I talk about the slug, and then I talk about the double aught buckshot. Those are the basics, and I don't really get into any more than that, because like I say, I've been out of the shotgun world in the way of combat for maybe 15, 18 years, and things have changed. See, when I was in, we did have the beanbag. Now they've gone even more. They've been looking more and more for the non-lethal stuff. So it's been changing, but that's the kind of stuff that makes the shotgun a specialty tool. And I say it's okay to have a shotgun in your arsenal, but really it's for rabbits, squirrels, stuff like that, where you don't want to shoot way off. And really, you could do the same with a 22. Would work, I would think, even better. But like I say, you have to worry about the rounds going further past. I say the shotgun, I say they make good movies. That's about the main thing that the shotgun's good for. Now, after saying all that, I do carry a shotgun. But like I say, I carry the AK, and I also carry a small shotgun, and that's because I've got uses for it. Because like I say, I'm in the combat world. This is what I do, either close quarter combat or some kind of combat situations that that's what I deal with. I'm not a hunter, and so there is a use for it, but you better have your marbles together before you do it. When I use it very limited, and it's got special uses. That's why I use it. I would rather have somebody specialize in it. So far, I don't have a team, and it's best to learn it as a three-man militia. That's the best way to learn it. This way, you're sharing all the expenses. Like I say, it costs a lot to learn all these different loads and to get the abilities to change them out. I mean, man, I'd carry 2 or 3 between my fingers and be able to slip them in as I need them. And they're different loads. And I have to know which ones that I got in between each finger and be able to slip it in that quick. See, so there's a lot of skill that goes in to using a shotgun. And I don't know why they haven't made movies on that, because I'm not really good at it. I'm not one of the best, I'll put it that way. But I have worked with some of the best using a shotgun. And it's amazing when they get these shells in between their fingers and how they can just switch them out. I mean, they'll look right there, and without even looking, they'll look at the situation, and without even looking at their gun, bam, bam, they already got the round in there that needs to go in there. Bammo, they do what they got to do, and then bammo, they got the next round in, ready to do what they got to do. So there's a lot of work in being able to use the shotgun properly in a combat situation. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.